Nice battle, Girlypops. I think you should go to Silkwood City next. That's where I get my finest costumes for my concerts. And if you're ready, you can battle the gym leaders there. Welcome to Silkwood City, the undisputed fashion capital of the Bexy region. Here, the streets are a living runway with different styles and fashion for absolutely everyone. But it's not just the humans turning heads. The local Pokemon here are deeply passionate about walking the walk, talking the talk, and ensuring they look gorgeous and beautifully adorned at all times. Because in the city, a killer outfit is nothing without the attitude to back it up. If you want to win here, you've got to model like a pro, serve the girls, keep that hair absolutely laid, and walk with pure, unfiltered confidence. The Silkwood City Gym will be a double battle, encompassing the beautiful tension between spikes and lace, burnout velvet and pastel frills. It's the perfect stylistic clash. Let's meet the gym leaders, Velvet and Velour. Going into this design, what I had in mind are two divas in beautiful gowns, but serving different vibes and aesthetics. So with this one, she's very gothic, very grand, quite classy, but is actually pretty fierce and wild. Think Claudine Wolf from Monster High. And once we meet her pair, things are going to make sense as to why Claudine Wolf is my main reference here. I put her in this dress, which will be matched by her duo because I want them to have this still, unshakable aura. Not one of those athletic trainers running around screaming with their Pokemons, which there's nothing wrong with. But yeah, they are still focused and fierce. They know what they came here to do. Now, with the shape, the main shape of the dress is quite sleek and snatched, but I gave this unsymmetrical pattern over the dress to really tell that very alternative storyline to this gym leader's personality. Surrounding the design are very sharp, spiky shapes, all supported by her accessories like her earrings, mouth accessory, her gloves, and even her fuzzy faux fur continues that sharp shapes, really suggesting that don't come near me. Don't you see my spikes? It's a warning sign. Okay, I'm so dumb. Why did I put the new Pokemons in the speed paint? Hope y'all don't mind the censorship. I really like how I did her makeup here. I wish I could do much more, but I think this really fits her already. And it really complements the outfit that she has. But yeah, I think the aesthetics I was referencing kind of mashed all together. So it's hard to say, oh, she's punk aesthetic. It's punk, gothic, and alternative in some aspects, but it's hard to say it's truly any of those specific references. Now with the colors, it's red and black. It's a prominent color scheme for most of her Pokemons. And then she has metallic silver to highlight the fine details like her accessories, really adding to that sharp, deadly aesthetic that she has. When it comes to the fur, it was gonna be white at first, but it's just too much. So we end up with this deep black fur, and I really like it. I think it ties everything all together. My favorite detail is the red underneath her dress. It's a small detail that makes me really like this design even more. What do we think of her design? Are we excited to see her pair? Now with her duo, it's a complete contrast of aesthetics. She's also quite grand, she's bigger, and I don't know if we could say it's classy. Is it tacky? I don't know. I think it depends on taste, but for me this is already a classy design. But she's obnoxiously typical girly pop aesthetics, and nothing's wrong with typical. It's traditional girly pop, but to another level. She's giving us Fairy Tale Princess, and one of my main references for her is Apple White from Ever After High. She has that traditional pure innocence in her design. And another reference, especially for her dress, is Jewel Sparkles from Drag Race Season 17, her finale gown. Gosh, that looks so good. And I use that shape as my base because it's quite adjacent to the mermaid gown shape that Velvet already has. Now, I don't really know much about the technicalities of fashion and what the parts of the dress are called. I just see the shape, and if it looks good, I'm doing it. So, point is, I really like the shape for her here, especially where the top part of her gown ends. Like, it's not all the way down, but it goes past her waist. To then the top part of her gown, where it ends, it then goes to this explosion of a balloon skirt of tulle. It's so baby doll princess, and I love it for her. The shapes here are so big but quite simple. There's 3 clear parts here: the big hair, the dress with the bow on her chest, and the balloon skirt of tulle. I like how clear this design is. Really communicates who she is. She's bubblegum, Princess Fairy Tale meets pageant queen, meets camp, but also remaining fashionable. Is she giving fashion? I'm sorry, I feel like I'm blind when it comes to those things. Cause like Project Runway kinda sees drag as not really fashion. It really made me realize how bad my judgment are in terms of those things. Now let's talk about the colors. First of all, her makeup, I love it. But I think this is another explanation as to why I don't know fashion. I definitely dragged it up for her, but it just fits her. I don't know how to really do fashion makeup, but you know, whatever. I think the makeup really complements her outfit. Overall, she's different shades of pastel pink. The deepest color for this design is that magenta-ish maroon pink. I think the makeup really helps affirm her femininity. Like, fashion and makeup really helps express who she is. And that's why she's the half of the biggest designer in the Bexy region. She's unafraid to go big and go all out for the aesthetic that she has.
Fashion is an armor, and for me, style is a weapon. In battle, just like on the runway, if you aren't here to demand attention and shatter expectations, you've already lost. Let's see if we can break through my defenses.
And my fashion is fairy tale. A perfect battle should look like a daydream, elegant and captivating. If you don't feel beautiful out here, your Pokemon won't shine. Ready to enter your fantasy?
Our styles clash, but our execution is flawless.
Exactly. With 2 completely different aesthetics serving the runway, you won't even know where to look. That beautiful distraction is our ultimate strength.
The second evolution line, that's a regional Pokemon. This is from This Is a Strawberry 363's comment. I don't know how to say that. Which is a regional Espathra based on Lady Gaga.
Harley Quinn.
Espathra in Paldea is already kind of the embodiment of Lady Gaga. Like, Paldean Espathra is giving art pop. So with this one, let's incorporate Gaga's current era, Mayhem. We're starting with Flittle, and to really create a contrast and incorporate that Mayhem aesthetic, we're using the design elements of a dark, avant-garde gothic aesthetic. So I made her very unsettling and spooky, while still maintaining a very cute and round overall shape. The main references I use here is Gaga's color white looks in the Abracadabra music video, and the one in the Mayhem Ball, I think. What's interesting is I said I incorporated dark gothic elements, but the main color here is white, while having some red accents like the eyes and the bottom part. It's very kooky, spooky, haunting little chick. It's a great start to where it will eventually evolve to as Bexian Espathra. Bexian Flittle, the Judgement Pokemon. Highly critical of style, It uses psychic power to judge outfits. It deliberately trips anyone it deems as a fashion disaster, and refuses to obey trainers wearing mismatched socks. Going to Espatra, she has become the lady in red of Abracadabra. I also incorporated another iconic Mayhem Ball look, this red one. It looks so fierce. And I have it blend in with Espatra's frills and ruffles it already has in its original design. Also, Gaga's black bob is perfect since Paldean Espatra naturally has a bob. Really showcases that it's referencing that Mayhem Ball look. The spikes are also another cool detail to include. It's really punk. And also the sculptural accessories on her wrist and neck are fun accessories to include also for Baxian Espathra. I put it on her tail as this big fan of big long spikes, and surrounding her neck as these sleek spikes, and her legs as these sharp boot-like designs. I made the shading be very metallic, and overall it really shows how deadly and powerful she is. Baxian Espathra, the Mayhem Pokemon. A fashionista that loves scaring onlookers with its spiked plumage. Its psychic aura influences nearby humans to feel rebellious, punk, and eager to tear up their own clothes. What do we think of this Lady Gaga Mayhem-inspired Pokemon? Are we gagging? Did she take you to the Garden of Eden? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're starting to enjoy this video so far, don't forget to click that like button. The concept with this one is a puppy, a cute Shih Tzu puppy. Shih Tzus are perfect reference for this gem since they're very fashionable and gorgeous with their silky long hair, and you can play with them on having hair accessories. I mean, there's a contrast on being fashionable and looking absolutely disgusting. Like, in real life, of course, like people not taking care of their hair. Girl, they look busted as hell. But with this starting puppy evolution, she already has quite long hair, but not that long yet. It's more in a very fuzzy, round shape right now. And the concept here is that it's a basic blank dog. It doesn't really have a story to tell as of now. It is generally unconventionally cute since, you know, they're round, have a big forehead, beady eyes, big head, small body, and cute stubby paws. The main color of the fur is white and a light brownish yellow. She also has magenta beady eyes and a tinge of magenta on the tip of her ears. But they don't really have anything else going on right now, which isn't really a bad thing. But for the fashion capital of the region, she better bring something when she evolves, girl. Chiffon, the Silky Pup Pokemon. A timid puppy that refuses to walk on muddy ground to protect its clean coat. If its delicate fur gets tangled, it will sit in place and whine until the trainer grooms it.
Chiffon proves that fashion is essential for evolution. After all, what we wear communicates who we are to the rest, or it could dictate how we feel. Here in Silkwood City, we've discovered that certain Pokemons react to special fabrics. The special fabrics are petal spun silk, bramble velvet, striped satin, and bloom linen. You just take your chiffon along with the fabric of your choice and bring it to any boutique. The designers will do the magic and usually leave leftover scraps of fabric. You should keep it for remembrance.
With Chiffon's evolution line, it has now evolved into an adult Shih Tzu. Her hair is looking good, honey. How long is it? 40 inches. Trust. As said by Velour, Chiffon is attuned with certain fabrics of different aesthetics. It's what causes her to evolve. Each of the 4 fabrics will make her evolve into the same base, but accompanied with a differing detail. Let's talk about the main base design first. Wow, the speed paint is going on so fast. But yeah, I tried to make it very flowy and elegant and giving her a clear, simple shape, giving space for her accessory to shine. I think this base is very beautiful. She looks gorgeous and silky. Now let's talk about the gimmick, which is the bow dictates what ability this Pokemon will have. They have 4 different bows to choose from. It sells the idea on how fashion can help guide you on how you carry yourself. It can make you feel beautiful, cutesy, or fierce. Anything along those lines. One accessory can really make a difference. It helps tell a statement. The thing that really took over the speed paint are the bows, which we'll see right after one by one, and find out what the abilities each bow give out. Satinzu, the Couture Pokemon. A highly dramatic Pokemon with a deep love for fashion. It completely embodies the spirit of its equipped bow. It treats battles like a theatrical stage, shifting its entire persona to match its outfit. The pastel bow has Couture. The Gothic bow has Intimidate. And the neon bow has Dazzling. And the floral bow has Natural Cure. What do we think of Chiffon's evolution line? Which fabric would you choose to use on Chiffon? Would you go strategic and based on the ability you want? Or would you base it on aesthetics? Both are valid, honestly. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Finally, Meerkat 550's concept is finally going to be included in the Bexy region. I remember when I was a kid, seeing Lalaloopsy in the commercials of Nickelodeon and wanting one myself. Their designs are just so beautiful for me. I really resonate with them. They're very charming. So when I saw Meerkat's design and overall idea, I am so into it. It's very inspiring. But I had to put a twist in all of this, especially with the gimmick we have for the Pokemons in this gym. So for now, the starting evolution for this ragdoll, Lalaloopsy type Pokemon, is this very bland plain base of a doll. A lost soul looking for its identity. At first, I designed the base as this stubby cute doll, but that base has been overdone by me now. So to shake things up and stay true to Meerkat's idea, which is Lalaloopsy, this Pokemon is very long and noodly. Of course, the button eyes has to have these pointy lashes. It just ties everything all in together. I just can't help but do that. Because this is the Girlypop region after all, it doesn't hurt to have some good liner. I wonder what this lost soul of a doll will turn into. Manigos, the blank doll Pokemon. A hollow doll looking for its identity. It wanders dressmaker studios at night, draping itself in leftover fabric scraps to see if any of them fit its soul.
Many ghosts unnaturally return to certain fabrics because it resonates with their energy. They react to either petal-spun silk or bramble velvet. The moment you give one of them those specific fabrics, they completely embody it and evolve.
This is the embodiment of playing dress up with dolls. We can't just have them evolve one way. A split evolution is fun. Manigos will find its direction on what they want to be when you give them specific fabrics. A simple pattern of fabric could really inspire an artist on how they want to express themselves. With this one, the spirit of a Pokemon absorbs and merges with the cloth of fabric given to them. In designing this Gothic one, I really wanna push the idea of this being unconventional and alternative. That's why I gave them this very spooky, unusual shape. One of my inspirations here is a vampire squid. And then it has spikes all over, at the tips of its arm, spikes floating all over its head, really telling us that they're dangerous. And of course, the fabric's pattern is incorporated all over. And then accented along the red button eyes and reddish dark brown hair. Gothred, the Gothic Doll Pokemon. Flooding with dramatic dark energy, it loves to hover in gloomy corners and suddenly flare its bat wing skirt. It takes immense pride in looking intimidatingly elegant. With this one, the other side of the evolution, its sweet side. It's inspired by coquette and Lolita aesthetics. So sketching the base, she has to look very sweet and dreamy. And a poofy skirt, really selling that princess vibe. A lot of round big shapes, totally fitting in with Velour's vibe. And of course, the eyes changes again. She has hearts and stitching those buttons of an eyes to her face. And when it comes to the hair, the curly spiral hair was meant to be 4 cylinders, but it's just too much for an already detailed design. So instead, it's just 2. But I think it actually really helps sell the design even more. For me, it looks like these 2 cylinders as hair looks like they could be like flapping fairy wings. Speaking of fairy, the shades of pinks and orangey red colors really ties everything in all together. And also, just a fun thought I want to share, this reminds me of Bomb It, a game I used to play on Y8. Lolita, Lolita Doll Pokemon. It loves being the center of attention and demands constant adoration. It flows gracefully around its trainer, posing dramatically to show off its perfectly coordinated puffed out dress.
Oh, you still haven't thrown out your leftover fabrics, haven't you? Manacles are also quite fond of that. They like the scraps of different aesthetics.
When you take chiffon to boutiques, after they evolve to Satinzu, the designers will give back a leftover scrap of the fabric that was used. And Velour did say to keep them. Though Manigos doesn't react to strobe satin or bloom linen themselves, the leftover scraps of each 4 of the fabric, when given to Manigos, have them evolve into this weird Barbie concept. Which is another idea I got from the comments. This one is from Gabrielle Regli1222. This is such a cool idea. I love Kate McKinnon and the weird Barbie character, so of course they have to be a part of this. And of course the pose has to be in a split. Very unusual and chaotic, perfect for the overall design. This design really sells a spirit that found who they are from many different things. And they look really cool. I'm sure many artistic people, especially the ones who like crazy kooky clashing colors and patterns, would be interested with having them in their team. Each pattern and vibe of the special fabrics are all incorporated in this design in some way. There's the punk edginess of the single one-side collar, the puffy sleeve and the poofy skirt. One arm is this Lisa Frank stripes, and the polka dots from the strobe satin. Everything is clashing against each other, and of course, the eye shapes are mismatched to really tie everything all in. Clash Chic, the Mismatched Doll Pokemon. Born from a chaotic mismatch of fabrics, it completely embraces its eccentric appearance. Highly expressive and unpredictable, it marches to its own beat, viewing the entire world as its runway. What do we think of Manigo's split evolutions? Which fabric would you choose to give to yours? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Oh my goodness! What a breathtaking breathtaking performance. Even with all our beauty and illusions on display, you look right past the distraction and completely outplayed us.
A win is a win. You really conquered the best double battlers in Silkwood City. Here's your Couture badge. Keep that fierce energy you have, and your style is a statement that challenges the norm. Never apologize for standing out, babe.
Wear what feels correct to your heart. Live your own fantasy, and always walk with your head held high.
How is your team looking so far now that we are in episode 5? Are slots still open? Did someone get replaced? Ooh, drama in the Girlypop log, honey. Wait, don't leave yet. I have questions. Questions regarding the upcoming gym. But, first of all, hi. Thank you for watching this video all the way. Leave a skunk emoji as proof that you watch everything. But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that the series is getting much love. Though not as much anymore, which is a little sad. But I did say I'm happy as long as it surpasses 200 views. And it does exactly that. If you haven't, please leave a like in this video and share this to your friends to really spread the Girlypopology philosophy around the world. Alright, so for the next gym, it will be a cuisine or like the food capital of the Bexy region. So, the ramen Pokemon will be on its way, which is suggested by Fairy the Slime, and a regional Bexian Conkeldurr, to be turned into a himbo cuisine chef or maybe a baker, which this idea was brought upon by leather-bound Ghetto? Okay, so question is, what other food-themed inspired Pokemon should we include? I'm open for suggestions. It could be like a 2 or 3 stage Pokemon, but I also don't mind a single stage Pokemon since we don't really have one yet. Now, last question. Should we make the next gym leader a guy? Like a handsome one? Or a handsome gay guy? Or should we not? Because IRL, Gordon Ramsay I think is the most known in cooking stuff. And he's a guy, so should we not make ours a guy? Cause you know, girly popness is also going unconventional. It doesn't have to be typical. But also, having a guy gym leader right now isn't typical. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope this won't turn into a heated debate or an issue. It's just a fun idea with some social commentary undertones behind it. Because you know, art is political, you know? It may be big or small, it's somewhat political. Anyways, love y'all and see you in the next video.